Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, I have addressed the Secretary General of the United Nations with the instrument of the Syrian Arab Republic accession to the Convention on the Prohibition of the Development, Production, Stockpiling and Use of Chemical Weapons and on their destruction of 1993. President Bashar al-Assad, President of the Syrian Arab Republic, had signed the legislative decree number 61 dated September 12, 2013, in which declared the Syrian Arab Republic approval to accede to the Convention on the Prohibition of the Development, Production, Stockpiling and Use of Chemical Weapons and on their destruction of 1993, which entered into force, as you know, on the 29th of April 1997. We addressed the Secretary General with this letter in his capacity as the depository of the Convention in accordance with Article 23 of the Convention, and we requested him kindly to deposit the instrument of accession and to circulate it with the due notification of the member states. I am expecting the Secretary General to issue a statement in any moment today. Parallelly, the Syrian Minister for Foreign Affairs sent another letter to the Director General of the OPCWC notifying him of the Syrian government decision to accede to the Convention. With this, the chapter of the so-called chemical weapons should be ended, and legally speaking, Syria has become, starting today, a full member of the Convention. I'm in your hands. وجهت رسالة صباح هذا اليوم إلى السيد الأمين العام للأمم المتحدة بان كيمون، أبلغته فيها بصدور المرسوم التشريعي رقم 61 الذي وقعه رئيس الجمهورية، والذي يقضي بالانضمام الجمهورية العربية السورية إلى معاهدة حظر استخدام وتخزين الأسلحة الكيماوية. وزير الخارجية السوري وجه بدوره رسالة إلى المدير العام لمنظمة حظر الأسلحة الكيماوية يخطره فيها بقرار الحكومة السورية الانضمام إلى هذه المعاهدة.
هل يعني ذلك أن الإخطار كافي في هذه الحالة أو تتوقعون أي رد من الأمين العام؟
وفقا لحيثيات الاتفاقية، الدول التي ترغب بالانضمام عليها أن تخطر الأمين العام بصفته الوديع للاتفاقية، والأمين العام عليه أن يخطر جميع الدول الأعضاء فوراً. I think this is an anticipation on the process that everybody should go with in the forthcoming days. We didn't put any precondition. As far as we are concerned, we didn't put any precondition.
How quickly could you see inspectors inside Syria?
We invited
Under this convention, not on previous resolutions.
it's not only us, it's in accordance with the provision of the convention itself. When a member state asks or requests to join the convention, there is a special proceedings for that, and these proceedings should be respected by everybody, including the state that wishes to join or to accede to the convention. Formalities should be observed by all the parties.
Ambassador, why is
So can you confirm you do have chemical weapons to hand over? You said this before, one of your colleagues has, but can you just confirm again there are chemical weapons that Syria will be handing over to the OPCW?
Could you repeat your question, please?
Confirm that Syria does have chemical weapons that it will be handing over to the OPCW, just for clarity.
Syria never said that it didn't have chemical weapons. We always said, while talking about the chemical weapons, if they exist. You may remember this. The chemical weapons in Syria are a mere deterrence against the Israeli nuclear arsenal. It's a deterrence, it's a deterrent weapon. And now the time has come for the Syrian government to join the OPCWC as a gesture to show our willingness to be against all weapons of mass destruction, and to prove that we were sincere in 2003 when we presented our initiative to the Security Council members, December 29th or 27th, 2003, on the establishment in the Middle East of a zone free from all weapons of mass destruction. In the foremost and forefront of it, the Israeli nuclear armaments should be dismantled, and so that the area would be free from all weapons of mass destruction. So we joined the deeds to the words today.
Some people are saying that Dr. Selsun's report is going to indirectly indicate that the government forces may have been responsible for the August 21st attack. Is this your understanding? Or what's
I would like to urge all of you, professional reporters and journalists, to be on the positive side in interpreting what's going on. The media might be a weapon of mass destruction too. So please, let us be responsible. Let us act with this very important decision by the Syrian government, positively speaking. We don't need any anticipation. We don't need if. We need just to judge things as they are, as they are produced by the Syrian government, as well as by the Russians and the Americans and the Secretary General.
تقرير سيلستروم سيصدر من الواضح بعد أيام.
هذا هو السؤال اللي
عفوا، السؤال هو هل أخذت السلطات السورية عينات من حادثة الغوطة ولتجري تحليلات عليها ولإصدار
نعم
تقرير؟
نعم
هل
نعم
هذا
نعم
منتظر
نعم نعم
قبل تقرير سيلستروم أو بعد تقرير سيلستروم؟
قبل الدكتور سيلستروم لا، لأننا زودنا الدكتور سيلستروم بهذه العينات.
هل من الناحية الإجرائية هل يعني إعلانكم هذا أن سوريا أصبحت عضوا كاملا أم أن الأمر يحتاج إلى مصادقة في البرلمان؟ وهل هذا يعني بالتالي أنكم مستعدون لاستقبال مفتشين أو خبراء دوليين من الأمم المتحدة والمنظمة المعنية بحفظ الأسلحة؟
نعم، نحن مستعدون لاستقبال خبراء من منظمة حظر الأسلحة الكيماوية لمساعدتنا على تنفيذ المبادرة الروسية. نعم. والبرلمان هناك مهلة بحسب الاتفاقية تتيح أمام الحكومات التحضير لمثل هذا الأمر داخل برلماناتها، لكن هذا الأمر إجرائي. نحن رسميا أصبحنا عضو في منظمة حظر الأسلحة الكيماوية اعتبارا من اليوم، ليس لأنني أقول ذلك وإنما بموجب حيثيات الاتفاقية.
Ambassador, please explain why you're doing this exactly now. What has prompted the Syrian government to take this step now? You've had this opportunity for decades.
We said it in 2003. We said it in 1986. The first time we raised this very important issue was in 1986 when we joined when we joined at that time a collective initiative aiming at establishing in the Middle East a zone free from nuclear weapons. Then in 2003, we, the Syrians, when we were members in the Security Council, we submitted a full initiative based on submitting a draft resolution, which is still in blue in the drawers of the Security Council, on the establishment of a zone free from all weapons of mass destruction, including the chemicals. So the story is old, it's not a new one.
Now, you say they concentrate on positive.
Yes, please.
So what do you expect now, next day? What is your, after this news, what the Syrian government expects that will happen, especially in this group?
We would like to see the other parties, including the media, to engage positively in helping the Syrian authorities, as well as the OPCWC Secretariat, as well as the Secretary General, as well as the Russians and the Americans, to engage all of us in this very constructive process of implementing the Russian initiative, which was approved by the Americans and accepted by the Syrian government.
The French Foreign Minister, Fabius, he is the one who said that the report will come out Monday and that he believes it will point the finger at the Assad government. So I wanted you to know, Ambassador Arroz said that they were informed of the report by the Secretary General last night. What's your understanding of the communications between the Secretary General and either the P5, and do you view the Secretary General as even-handed in this matter?
I think the Minister Fabius is trying to empty the Russian initiative and the Syrian positive response to it from its positive content. So here too we are facing the minister of one of the P5 anticipating on the final findings of the report. While we, the Syrian government, we have asked and repeatedly asked that the report of the Commission of Investigation should be a comprehensive one, and we were in favor of those who asked the Secretary General to expedite the issuance of this report. So we have nothing to hide of. On the contrary, we are waiting, expecting, calling on the team of investigators to come up with their full report covering all the incidents which were mandated to the team of investigation with the final outcome. We too, we are expecting the report to come up. The Dr. Selstrom and his team to come out with their full report as soon as possible. But we don't want to see any hastily move, any partial report, any politicized report, any manipulated report. All what we are asking for is to see the team fulfilling fully its mandate by producing a full, comprehensive and entire report to the Secretary General as well as to the members of the Security Council.
Ambassador, what's the next stage? Ambassador, what's the next stage as far as Ambassador? What is the next stage?
تعرف جيدا ان اجراءات الانضمام الى معاهد حظر الاسلحه الكيميائيه تتطلب مصادقه البرلمانات. هناك 7 دول في العالم بين مصر وجنوب السودان وسوريا واسرائيل وبورما لا تعتبر منضمه الى معاهد حظر الاسلحه. اسرائيل وقعت عليها، بورما وقعت عليها، ولكن البرلمانات لم تصدق عليها حتى الان، لذلك تعتبر غير منضمه. الاجراءات التي تحدثت عنها، هل ستقومون بطلب المصادقه من مجلس الشعب او من البرلمان السوري بالتصديق على هذه حتى تصبحون اعضاء كاملين في هذه المعاهد؟
نحن تحدثنا عن الجوهر السياسي هو اننا اخطرنا الامين العام والمدير العام لمنظمه حظر استخدام الاسلحه الكيماويه بقرارنا بالانضمام. هكذا تنص الاتفاقيه. ما عدا ذلك هو اجراءات شكليه سيصار الى التعامل معها وفقا للقانون السوري. هذا سؤال استباقي يتعلق بالآليات التي سيتم الاتفاق عليها بين الحكومات المعنية ومن بينها الحكومة السورية.
What you mentioned before about UN inspectors coming in and all that. What's the timeline there and what's the next?
All that will be examined, discussed thoroughly through the mechanisms of the OPCWC.
Ambassador, you mentioned that the chemical weapons have been a deterrent for you, but how come you're giving them up then, especially at a time when you're threatened with...
Don't turn around, please don't turn around what I said. I have answers to all your questions. You are getting back to the same question you raised a few minutes ago.
Right, but you mentioned that you've had these weapons as a deterrent, but then you're giving them up at a time when you're actually facing possible military action. Please explain that.
This is not the case. No, this is not the case. You have misunderstood the Syrian government's decision.
Please explain it then.
I will explain it to you.
I don't understand right.
I know you, and you will not understand, even after I finish my answer. You will still have questions to ask.
Well, please try me. Please try me. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Hold on. Hold your horses, please. I said that the chemical weapons, whether they are in Syria or elsewhere, by the way, Israel has chemical weapons, but nobody is speaking about it. And I would like, by the way, thank you for asking this question. I know that will not please you. It's a document issued by the CIA on Israel having chemical weapons.
What date?
I will give you a copy of it. Make a copy of it, please. 3 copies? 5? 10? 20? So here, gentlemen, we are talking about the safety and the security of all the peoples in the Middle East. We care a lot about the safety and security of everybody in the area. And this is why we have repeatedly insisted and produced initiatives aiming at freeing the Middle East from all weapons of mass destruction, including the chemicals. But of course, the main dangerous weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East is the Israeli nuclear arsenal. And this has become public and very well understood by the international public opinion. So the Syrian initiative now calls on the P5, on the Secretary General, on the OPCWC to shoulder their responsibilities. First, to convince Israel to join the NPT, which is the equivalent of the CWC, to put its nuclear arsenal under the supervision of the IAEA, like everybody else, without any discrimination. Otherwise, the IAEA might be accused of anti-Semitism later on. Third, to help Syria and other nations also to be part of this very important international convention on the prohibition of the chemical weapons. As far as we are concerned, we set an example to the Israelis as well as to others in order to engage positively in a responsible process aiming at stabilizing the Middle East, the area of the Middle East, going to Geneva too, as far as the Syrian track is concerned, putting an end to the Arab-Israeli conflict based on the implementation of the Security Council resolutions and Madrid Conference reference and the Arab Initiative, Arab Peace Initiative. So here we are not escalating, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are keeping people responsible of their reaction. And this is why I insisted a few minutes ago on calling on the media to engage positively with that. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir. If you have the proof positive that the nuclear, that the chemical weapons were used by the opposition groups, would you be presenting that proof to whoever that you have the
We already did it. We already did it, sir.
No, I know. What I'm saying further, that can you please also tell me that did you, when you submitted this document of extension, did you ask to submit it in English and Arabic?
Both. Let me clarify one important point for all of you. All the victims that fall in Syria are Syrians, whether they are on the government side or on the side of the rebels, the armed groups. So here the Syrian government is keen interest in saving, rescuing the lives of its own citizens, all the citizens, all, including those who were manipulated and misled by foreign powers. But our main problem is still the presence of the foreign fighters, the terrorists, they call themselves jihadists, coming from all over the world, 83 nations so far. They cross borders, they take planes, they land in airports, escorted by intelligence services, helped, financed, armed with foreign governments. All this is about incitement to terrorism, sponsoring of terrorism, and those who are committing this crime should be held accountable in accordance with 1267, 1373, and 1624. All of them are Security Council resolutions, as you know, dealing, all of them adopted under Chapter 7 and dealing with combating terrorism.
Did you give that information to the inspectors? You said you got information about whether foreign mercenaries were involved?
Yes, we did it.
And you expect that their report that will have clues that point towards perhaps a Saudi-backed operation inside?
We have asked for the last 2 years and a half all the subsidiary bodies of the Security Council dealing with combating terrorism of doing so. And we have forwarded to all of them letters with names, nationalities, identities, date of birth, even the mother of name, even the name of their mothers.
August 21st incident. Have you turned over evidence?
Yes, and they visited only one location of the 3 locations.
Mr. Ambassador, you've made a great point of saying you will not accept any reports from sources which are, as you said, politicized or manipulated. Are there any particular reports that you see in prospect or possibly coming out that you feel would be so politicized or manipulated?
I was referring to what Minister Fabius said today. Thank you.
I just wanted to ask this one thing. It seems like this report that's going to come out, that they say is coming out Monday, only focuses on the August 21st incident.
We don't know. This is why the Syrian government insisted and is still insisting on producing by Dr. Sellstrom a full report, a comprehensive report, dealing with all the incidents of the use of chemical substances, chemical materials, chemical weapons, whatsoever, in Khan al-Asal as well as in the other locations which fall within the mandate of Dr. Sellstrom and his team. So we are calling on the Secretary General and Dr. Sellstrom to deal with all the incidents related to the use of chemical substances in Syria. And you may remember and you may recall, and here I am just refreshing your own memory, that from the day one we asked the Secretary General, A, to investigate whether the chemical weapons or chemical substances were used or not in Khan al-Asal, B, to identify who did it. From the day one, USA, Britain, and France delegations objected to B. They only accepted A. And now with the A, somebody is trying to manipulate half of the A or 3/4 of the A. Thank you so much.